Dinosaurs have great big feet that stomp, stomp, stomp. Dinosaurs have great big teeth that chomp, chomp, chomp. Stomp, 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 and a chomp, chomp, chomp.
Hey everyone, how's everybody doing today on this beautiful, beautiful Labor Day weekend on this beautiful Monday? You got me, Amira, here today, as well as
You got me and Elena here for the Hater Cast.
Don't Nala.
And Nala, the
and
future
Nala.
generation
Can't
of
forget Nala.
hating early on the podcast.
This will be a beautiful discussion of your guys' drafts, how bad it went, and just overall how much you're not going to win this league this year,
Yeah.
as
Just
usual.
know the podcast may be a little bit more G-rated this year, but the hate is still as mature as ever.
Always, right? Right, baby girl?
Right,
Right.
Lena? Tell them your team stinks.
Uh,
Say it.
yeah.
Okay.
We had to bring some,
Team.
we had to balance it out. We need some niceness, some cuteness, with all the strong hate here this morning. All right. Today we're going to start with Julie's team. So he's first on our list. Insert Waka Flocka meme. Okay. You want to start this one?
Yeah, I'll start it off. Just back up, Lena, so you can see the board. The team is pretty good. You gotta love CD Lamb on anyone's team. Got paid his big money. It's crazy. Football's not quite like baseball when you get your money where you stop producing. They get paid to usually do pretty good. He has Saquon, which would be good. He has the GOAT, Mike Evans, Najee Harris. His team is pretty good. I think he has a team that can make the playoffs, but I don't think he has a team that can win it all. So for me, his grade's gonna be a B minus.
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of like his team. I mean, you do have CD, Saquon, good pickups early in the draft. Stephon Diggs with Stephon Diggs in the offense is going to be lethal. I mean, they do have a lot of offensive weapons on that team, but he is the number one target. So I do think he's going to have a strong year. Um, but my biggest surprise with him getting Baker Mayfield early in that QB. I mean, it was a reach for sure. I mean, I know cool. You do security for the Bucks, cool and all, but again, you don't have to draft their players. And Mike Evans, I mean, he's on the downward out. He's gonna know 1,000 yard year, maybe, but
He
I
will.
mean, I don't know. Again, it's a good team. I'm gonna give it a B straight. Running back situation is iffy. Najee Harris is a toss up. He has a good year, does he not? 50-50 or split share there. Not really feeling it, but and James Conner produces decently every year, but at some point I think it's going to come to an end. So I think he's going to be looking to trade for a running back at some point very soon.
All right.
Next up we have Josh, our reigning champion. Josh
Two
typically
times?
does
Two
really,
times?
really bad in drafts. Really, really bad in drafts. And it doesn't change again this year, honestly. It's not a terrible team, but again, you're going with the Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford stack there. Cool. I mean, even Amir is not really excited about it, but it's fine. You had the quarterback stack of Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford. Yes, if this was 2019, you're killing it. But let's be real. 2024, these guys are on their way out. Kamara, Kenneth Walker, I like it. Not bad. Jefferson. Again, Josh is overly excited getting Jefferson at 3. There's a reason he's fallen in a lot of people's drafts. One, there's no Jordan Addison. That's cool. There's no number 2 wide receiver. So now teams are going to double cover him every time. And you have no QB. Sam Darnold, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing right now? Yes, he'll get 10 plus targets a game, but with 5 receptions. Like, yeah, he'll have his one breakout game, sure. But let's be real. Consistently, Justin Jefferson is not going to have the year people think he is. Garrett Wilson, he might be decent if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy. Brock Bowers don't know what he's going to do in that situation. Again, not a big QB situation there. And they also, again, they have the best wide receiver in the game on that team as well. Cooper Kupp's on his way out. I mean, this is probably the oldest team I've ever seen. I'm gonna keep it very real with you. I'm gonna give
Yep.
it a B minus on the cusp of a C plus. That'll be nice because the girls are here, so I'll give it a B minus right now. He did steal Brian Thomas Jr. away from me, but that's really the only thing that kind of gets me too excited. Also, Devonta Smith is a dog, but can't save him again.
Yeah, I think he has a pretty decent roster. Obviously, I like Walker, I like Kamara. He definitely has a QB type. He likes some old and white, you know. He likes the old school football. We all know he's a fake Packers fan, taking the Bears defense. Never thought I'd see
Crazy,
the day that happened. So,
crazy.
but honestly, his grade doesn't matter. I give him an F. I give him an A. He already made the deal. He sold his soul. He can never not be commissioner ever again. So his grade's just gonna be incomplete, maybe just a pass fail, because it's already written in the stars he's gonna win again, just based off, the deals he's made. But if I had to give him a grade, I'd probably go a B. Because if his team could stay healthy, I think he'll win a good amount of games.
Maybe AARP might give him a call. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. I think everybody's excited for this one, so I'll let Santi start this one off. We have Brent coming up.
All right, we got Brent's team. We know last year he made fun of his team. He got mad at us, and he proved us wrong. His team did good last year. The thing is, that's last year. We don't deal in the past. This year, this team stinks. Doesn't actually stink, but I don't know what he was doing. He drafted like 3 quarterbacks before he even got like a running back potentially. Like his running backs are Mostert and Javonte Williams. Like, yeah, he has Jalen Hurts and Anthony Richardson, and it should be good. But how good is Hurts going to be without the tush push? Take away about 7 of his touchdowns.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
He'll give it to the running back. You have Saquon there, so he's not going to tush push it anymore. I mean, you still have Brown and Waddle. Like the roster isn't bad, but the running back room is just so terrible, and you're really counting on the receivers, which I'm a big receiver guy, but even I think it's kind of risky. So for me, it's not as bad as last year where he got an F grade, but I'll give him like a C, like a 72%.
Santi, you're being nice right now. I know our girls are here, but let's just keep it very serious. All right. Yes, 2 to 3 quarterbacks you drafted are very injury prone. Have been and will be injury prone based on the way they're game. You have one guy that's 5'10, the other guy that doesn't want to throw the ball, he wants to be a running back. So yes, you got injury prone QBs. Cool. You can only play 2. Jalen Hurts, dog. AJ Brown, good pick. We all knew you were gonna do the stack. It's obvious. But Anthony Richardson and Kyler Murray, come on, bro. Let's figure it out. Like you're gonna be questioning yourself, going your head, trying to do analytics, and then when you lose, you're gonna blame, oh well, it's blah 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 happened. No, it's just the numbers. That's what happens. 2, your running backs, very, very bad. That's the nicest way I can put it. Very, very bad. Your whole team is full of number 2s. All right. That's what it smells like. Number 2s. All right. You got Javonte Williams. He's probably not even going to start. Not. I don't Sean Payton don't like him, bro. It's okay. Jalen Waddle. He's good. Not a number 1 wide receiver. Jackson Smith. Good. Number 3 wide receiver. Like, what are we doing right now? Tank Dell, number 3 wide receiver. You love Tank Dell. You are loving Tank Dell. Dynasty, I just don't know what we're doing here. Tony Pollard, like you have all your running backs are sharing time. You literally got 2 running backs on the same team. What are we doing?
It worked last year. This is the Lions.
Like, Brent, what are we doing right now? Like, stop going so deep into analytics and just play the game. You were getting a D- from me. Again, it's just, this is bad. Trey McBride, great pick, good pick, good tight end. But again, you're full of number 2s, running back, wide receiver. It's not going to win you league. It'll win you a week. And
I
then
think he's banking on the quarterbacks to do good. A lot of good running type quarterbacks. So if they have some good games with Rush, some good boom or bust games for him, I feel he'll win some games he shouldn't win.
It's the same team he had last year, but he replaced Anthony Richardson, or he played Justin Fields with Anthony Richardson. Not better, but okay. And you replaced all your line strong running back duo with the Denver Broncos running back duo. Who's not going to win a ton of games? Like, what are we doing right now? Right, Amira? What are we doing? All right. On to Lou. Lou, again, I hate that I like Lou's team. Strong QB play, strong running back play that's underrated. So he got him late rounds. James Cook, Zamir White, both number 1 running backs on this team. Brent, you could have learned something. Strong QBs and still get a number 1 running back. Wide receivers, again, they're good. high flyers. They're high target wide receivers. Chris Olave, Zay Flowers are both high targets. Yes, Lamar Jackson will be throwing the rock. I promise. Way to get a combo with that. I do think Rasheed Rice is going to get suspended at some point this year. Let's keep it real. But again, he is the number one wide receiver. I don't know, number one-ish wide receiver. They're kind of weird about how to do the number ones, but he's the number one receiver right now. Deontay Johnson, again, another number one wide receiver. I think you did a good job in your draft. It's a top heavy draft. I think when you get into your bench, it does get a little sketchy. But again, who cares? You're here for the starters, right? Right, Elena? Right. And see, even Amira likes your draft. You saw how she cried for Josh's. She even likes Lou's draft. You said good job. All right. So Lou, I'm gonna give you probably the only A I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give you an A. Solid job.
Yeah, see, when I grade teams, I go based off vibes. I'm not a TikTok nerd who goes to advanced analytics. I don't care about PFF grades and stuff that happens in the past. I do like Lamar and Josh Allen. I think those two are great guys. But honestly, I hate everyone else on this team except Zay Flowers. And even then, I don't think Zay Flowers is going to have the best year if Mark Andrews back. I don't see it. I could be wrong. Again, I'm a vibes guy. I don't trust anything with Vegas. I don't trust New Orleans people because I hate them because they stink. Ferguson is all right, I guess. Rasheed Rice, I don't know. He plays for the Chiefs. He'll probably learn how to drop balls. I don't see the A grade here. I think I'm
Hey,
giving
you
him
go to
like
mommy.
another C grade, maybe a B minus. Again, this is just based off vibe, and this is just me hating on a roster because that's what we do as the hate cast. I just don't think this is a playoff team.
I
Don't
respect
like
it.
it.
I respect the hate. I do respect the hate. I do. I do. I guess you're next. Who we got? Ryan?
Is Ryan's team next?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Ryan's team. Not bad, he has Mahomes and Prescott. Prescott, trying to do good to make sure the Raiders pay him next year, which will probably make Ryan very happy when Prescott joins the Raiders. I know people are big on Rashad White this year, and as a Bucks fan, I personally don't get it. I think he'll be okay, but I still don't. I'm not in love with him. He has Jamar Chase. The first few weeks, I think he'll, struggle by not practicing, but he'll figure it out. You got Debo. We'll see how Debo does after they pay Ayuk. You pay someone that much money, you kind of have to make him the priority.
I
And
think
you have
he
McCaffrey.
might get traded, but we'll see.
Yeah, so Debo, if he gets traded, that could be good for him. Who knows? You have Metcalf will be good. Cooper, we'll see how he wants to play once he was supposed to get traded and he doesn't get traded. Again, it's a team. It's not bad. It's all right, maybe like a 500 team. So I guess that's like a C plus, C grade again.
I think it's a high value boomer bust team. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. I don't see any like terrible picks, but I don't see anybody like, oh my God, other than like, your chases. I think Rashad White's gonna have a good year as well. But I think it's more like he's gonna win. I got him winning 5 games. I'm keeping it real. I got him winning 5 games. I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a C. 5, 6 games is what I see with him. I think he's gonna make some moves. I think he's deep, like Adion Mitchell, DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, he's deep at Austin Eckler. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. Terry McLaurin. I think his team is deep, but I don't know. I think Ryan overthinks. He has a new baby, newly married. There's just so much going on. I just don't see him making the adjustments and moves he needs to make sure his teams compete. Because I think if you get the right moves and play the right players each week, he has a good team. But I just don't see him. I just don't see that happening. I know. So again, see. Let's see. I feel like LeBron. I'll start with this.
That's the GOAT's team.
This is Santiago's team. Jordan Love, Justin Herbert. Personally, I don't like it. I think they're both overrated. Jordan Love had a good 6, 7 games last year. Justin Herbert did not have a good year. But again, Justin Herbert, America's white hope. So who knows? Christian McCaffrey's a true white hope here. He is a dog. He will have a good year. Elena, what are you feeling? 9? I feel you, girl. He's a 9 out of 10 running back this year. I do think he's gonna have a good year. Travis Etienne, same thing. I do like the running backs you have on your team right there. Marvin Harrison, that was a good pickup because he came back around for sure with getting him. Not in love with Michael Pittman, to be honest, but we'll see. And it kind of falls off. Drake London, George Pickens, again, a week by week kind of guy. I think Drake London's going to benefit with Big Kirk there for sure, but who knows? Pickens, again, he at the mercy of his quarterback play as well. And then your team kind of falls off nasty in the bench. So you got to hope your starters do well because your bench, other than Njoku, I think gets nasty work, like nasty, nasty work. So good luck out there. I'm gonna
Oh,
give you
don't
a
worry.
C. I'm gonna give you
Don't
a
worry
C.
about this team. This team is going to be phenomenal.
It's
Harborough and Herbert, no more Staley, no more Mr. Analytics, no more Brent as the head coach for the Chargers. We have a good guy here now with Harborough. Yes, I took the Madden cover guy to consensus #1 pick. Was I going back and forth about it? Absolutely. Me going running back first overall feels
Did
like
it seem like you?
he doesn't seem like me. It's like I'm a new person. Don't like who I'm becoming, but it's all right. A lot of juniors, 3 juniors on my team, 2 former NFL players. Obviously, I followed Michael Pittman's YouTube channel a while ago, so maybe I was in love with the YouTube channel and not the play on the field. But Richardson has the big arm. He's a big body, so I do expect some big plays from him. Kirk Cousins, he made Jefferson good. Jefferson kind of sucks without Kirk Cousins. So if we're saying Jefferson's going to fall off because he doesn't have Kirk, I would assume someone's going to pick it up because they do have Kirk, and that's going to be Drake London. And the bench is iffy. Jameson Williams may be like the 3 or 4 guy in Detroit, but he is fast, could stretch the field. Everyone knows I hate Mike Williams, so I had to draft him just for a hate draft with Aaron Rodgers. And once Justin Fields starts in about week 6 or 7, him and pick and stack is going to be phenomenal. And of course, I'm going to go undefeated and be the true champion of this league. I give myself a 98%. I lose the 2 points because I accidentally auto drafted someone else instead of Fields.
Okay. Okay. So now we are coming to the best team here. My
We
team.
just
So
did
I'll
it.
let Santi start it off.
All right, so now we have Winston's team. So we went with, the Caleb Williams. Is he gonna be good? I think he will be. He should be pretty decent. He also has the other rookie in Neighbors. I like Neighbors a lot. I wanted to get him. Just with Daniel Jones, it's so tough because he's bad. I think he'll get benched eventually, and I think Drew Lock will play. Which, not that Drew Lock's good, but I think he has a decent arm and can get the ball to Neighbors as needed. Who knows? They can figure it out. Daniel Jones did make the playoffs 2 years ago, so it's not like he's the worst quarterback in the world. He's just not very good. Um, Running backs are good. I know people love Kyron Williams. I don't like him because I hate on everyone because that's what we do on the hate cast. I think Trevor Lawrence should have a pretty decent year. It's time for him to make or break it. Kind of, time to show that he's good. Josh Jacobs, all right. You got your Kyle Pitts again. You love your Kyle Pitts. I think overall the names are there. Don't love this team, and I think it's another C team. I think we have a lot of people with like the same record this year in the league, which is good. I feel like this is one of the most balanced years we've had based off the draft. So it's not mad at it, but it's not a good team. It sucks. Sacco.
Okay, now that you're done with your lies, I'm just gonna start here. Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence. I'm not the biggest Caleb Williams fan. Caleb Williams will throw 300 yards a game, but also have 5 picks, and I'm okay
James.
with that. That's a Jameis
Jameis style.
effect, and I'm okay with that. So he would throw 300 yards. He will have 5 touchdowns, but he'll have 5 picks. I'm cool with that. Okay. Trevor Lawrence is due for a comeback year. He heard the noise. I seen him. I seen the look in his eyes. He is ready to come back this year. Bijan, dog. Kyron, dog. Devontae, dog. Neighbors, yes, he is in effect with Daniel Jones, but Daniel Jones has something on his side. He has something on his side. What's the Adams girl? What's that girl?
Hey, Adams.
Kay Adams. Kay Adams was in love with this man. She could not even speak in front of this man. That's called presence, folks.
Don't tell
This man
Shams.
is ready to go. Daniel Jones is locked and he heard the noise. He's got the payday. He heard you all season. This man is going to hit his #1 target. Who's going to feed like Odell? Neighbors is the guy. Understand that. Kyle Pitts, you said Kirk Cousins has to throw to somebody. Guess who it is? Hello. Kyle Pitts is here, folks. He is taking over the Justin Jefferson role. All right. Josh Jacobs, yes. Do you trust the Packers running back? You shouldn't. But Josh Jacobs wasn't drafted by the Packers. Been a dog. He is a dog. He's gonna take off. DJ Moore. That DJ Moore, Caleb Williams stack is gonna feed families, folks. Families. Families. All right.
Yeah, the concession workers when they have to eat all that beer to wash their eyes out.
I will say my bench is not deep, but my starters will pick that up and get me to the promised land. Marquise Brown is the number one wide receiver. Yes, he's out for right now, and I'm okay with that. Sit my dog, rest. So I need you in the playoff comp when the playoffs come. Khalil Shakir is the number one wide receiver. With Josh Allen, who is going to target that man. We saw it in the end of last year when they wanted to get rid of Diggs. They saw it. We saw it. He put up numbers. He's going to do it again this year. And then when Jordan Addison comes back after suspension, because again, guys, this is also a pressure. Please, please, folks, stop drinking and driving. Come out here.
Too much money.
NFL players. NFL players.
Makes no sense.
Get an Uber.
Players who need a personal driver.
You have money.
I'm not expensive. I'll be your driver.
I'll drive for you, bro. Where you want to go? Where you want to
I'll
go?
take you to Soho, back to West Tampa. We're good.
I got you, bro. I got a car. Amira can come too, bro, if you want. Show you're a loving dad. Run her over it. I'm just joking. Love my daughter. But with that said, again, I'm gonna give myself an A because again, as every year I do, I nail the draft. And again, when trades come, I will nail that too. A++. I'll see you guys in the ship. All right. And now this comes to our favorite segment. Our sponsors. Pancakes. This is my 20th of the day. I know it's a little unhealthy, but it gets me stronger and gets me going. As y'all might assume, that we're getting into Carlos Ramos' team. As everybody knows, Carlos did not do his bet. And again, he's going to hear it all year. And I hope he's ready.
All year.
I don't want no crying. I don't want to hear you're busy. Don't be a bum and win next year. And you don't have to be sacked. If you win, you don't have to worry about punishment because you won. That's why I don't care about punishment. I'm going to win. All right. Carlos' team. We're starting with Tua, Kirk Cousins. Again, Tua is a big play guy. You had a great duo with Waddle and Tyreek. That's about it. Tua, if they don't play, Tua doesn't play. Kirk Cousins, again, Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. He will get you a steady 15 to 20 points a game, and you can't be mad at it. That's what you're going to get. Now, going to his running back room, I think his running backs and receivers are lethal. Keenan Allen is not going to – they said he gained weight. Chauncey said he gained weight. I don't know, bro. But other than that, Ayuk and Kittle, having both of them is kind of wild, but it's Carlos, so it is what it is. But you got Tyreek, Gibbs, and Henry. I mean, that's gonna win you at least 3 games. Joe Mixon, I think Joe Mixon's on a good year behind that offensive line. And then he got Gus Edwards. I think he should move Gus Edwards instead of Keenan Allen right now to be keeping 100 with you. That he will get a ton of touchdowns. Other than that, this team gets a C- easily. Actually, I'm a C-, borderline D, personally.
Yeah, I know you mentioned Gus Edwards. My LA Chargers insider tells me they're a big fan of J.K. Dobbins, hence the reason I drafted Dobbins on my draft. Like you said, his team, he's got those 3 big guys, Gibbs, Henry, Hill. Obviously, the stack, 2 on Hill. Those guys will get you about a 50-yard plus touchdown maybe every other week, maybe every 3 weeks, which you get one of those, you're in a good spot to win.
And I know Carl said nobody do bonuses for the quarterbacks too, so that will help him.
Yeah, having the stack is nice. Getting Joe Mixon, people seem to think they like him in Houston. I think he'll be all right. It's just tough. Like you said, you have Stroud and those 3 receivers and everything else. Hard to kind of establish that run game, especially in this NFL. But he should be good. I hear Keenan Allen's good. I think having a vet is always great for a rookie quarterback. But, that's what he is. He's the vet. I don't know if the Williams really cares about the vet. He wants to compete with his own people. I don't know. The teams are right. Having Cousins coming back from the injury, we'll see how fast he can come back before he gets benched for Penix, because I think from what they saw from Penix, it could be a somewhat short leash. Maybe not to give him a lot of money. Again, I don't know anything about football, guys. I just go off vibes. I don't follow news and contracts like some of you nerds.
It is interesting, for sure.
Again, another one of those teams. He could go 500. The X factor is he doesn't manage his team well. He's not going to do a waiver. He's not going to trade. Brent's going to try to take his whole team from him. Carlos won't let it happen. I'll give him that. He's strong-willed and won't trade with anybody. He he will sink with the ship like a true captain does. So I think he does sink this year, but I actually think he misses the Sacco game. And I think he's will be in the playoff hunt until the very end, but won't make it. Again, C.
Appreciate it. All right. Who we got here? Oh,
Reed.
beer-loving American. Reed, I'll let you start with this.
Yeah, Reed has, again, a good team. Mr. 300 himself. Stroud, Goff, those guys should put up points. I mean, I know how we all kind of crown Stroud as the next big guy, but it's only been a year. Who knows? People might figure him out. So he could be good, could be bad. I like Godwin. Love myself, Jonathan Taylor. People are big on Achane. I think he could be good, but again, with that offense, anyone can go off on any given day. He has some big names, a couple number two guys. Another team that, it's all right. It's not going to win the league, but it won't be Sacco.
I don't know. There's a couple of X factors we're not mentioning. Reed is new to the girlfriend game here, so
Ah,
the girlfriend effect is in play right now.
Florida State sucks again.
And Florida State. So again, this man is not going to be focused. I'm gonna keep it real. He's not going to be focused. He again. Usually he starts off strong. In the middle of the year, he goes strong. I don't see that this year. I think the team's not bad. It's just not good either. Again, Amon's the dog, number one pick, Jonathan Taylor. I think he's going a good year. HN, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet. I think Mostert's still the number one guy. HN's the big play guy. So that's why he's going up in ADP rankings. But again, only Marie goes by ADP rankings. So I don't know. Christian Kirk, I think, is going to fall off as the number one guy as well. You got Gabe Davis there and the rookie, Ryan Thomas Jr. But again, T. Higgins is going to go off as long as Chase is not there, as long as he keeps holding out. So that's going to help him. I like Keon Coleman, but again, he's not the number one guy right now, but I do like him in the dynasty draft. Ford's gonna have a good front of the year, so I'm wondering why he's on the bench right now. And then you have Gabe Davis. So again, you have two wide receivers on the same team. Good luck doing that one. So I don't know. I give him honestly a D, to be honest. I'm not in love with this draft. Like it's decent, but I don't see it win you many games, to be honest.
Yeah.
And finally, New Hampshire Pancakes. Our resident stowaway here over in New Hampshire, John, who did not get the shook effect this year since he was not in person. So good move by you. I see why you moved to New Hampshire. Good move on you. I'm glad you found that funny, Elena.
Enjoying my own computer.
Oh, nice. Make sure you send me a link to that so we can chat soon.
Yes.
All right. Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is probably to have a big year. Mobile quarterback as a good pocket passer. Joe Burrow, as we know, will put up big numbers with Chase. Without Chase, again, he's like a Kirk Cousins. Pacheco, got him late rounds, good pick. Puka again is still number 2 wide receiver, but again, he gets the target in that kind of offense. Nico Collins, number 1/2 wide receiver with Diggs. I like it. Again, Brent's Tank Dell's number 3, bro. What are we doing right now? Anyways, overall, I do like his team. Calvin Ridley, number 1 target, and we'll get a lot of targets. And then we'll also help with JJ Hawkins. So again, you're not getting all those looks on you. I give his team. Oh, it's not a bad team. I give it a B minus ish, B minus C, B minus, yeah, B minus C, C plus.
Yeah, his team, it's good. Brees Hall is always a good guy to have.
For sure.
It's everybody's team. As long as people stay healthy, everyone has a guy or two are going to, carry that team. But, every year a big name goes down. You just hope and pray it's not someone from your team. Burrow should be good. I think people are high on Jaden Daniels. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Washington. The Washington stuff always scares me. I don't know why. I just think they're a trash organization. Can't trust anything from them. I think Puka, I don't know. People figure him out. But with Cup being healthy, Puka still should have a good year.
Hmm.
Kincaid should be good. Tennessee's an interesting spot. Will Levis has an arm. They have a new coach. We'll see how they do. They could be good. They could suck, just like everything else. I hear Lad McConkey should be pretty good for the Chargers because no one else in that building can catch the ball. So he could be a guy who can just catch the ball. If you can catch with Herbert, you're probably gonna get the ball. A guy just, get in the middle, get you 10 yards, get you a first, and keep it moving. Do that 4, 5, 6 times a game. That's 60 yards, 6 catches. That's 12 to 15 points easily. So his team, it's good. Again, I sound like a broken record. It's all right,
It's all
but that's
right.
that's a good thing for this year. I think every team has an all right draft, which means the things did not go as expected in the draft room, and no one predicted this season. Because usually we have a team that's just rock bottom and a team that's clear cut favorite. I think this year we have a lot of 500 teams. All right,
I
so let's
agree.
predict Sackos and championships.
Look at Bev
You
trying to
can't.
hide.
Okay, Bev. Love to get
What
your
a,
opinion on this, Bev.
what a loser. Who doesn't even want to come in the thing?
Oh, look at that.
All right. All right, guys. All right. Sandy, who do you
Start
have for
Sacco.
Sacco? Who do you have for Sacco this year?
I think the Sacco game, just based off vibes, I know he's gonna hate being in this game again, but I do think Brent will be in the Sacco. I think this is the year he makes it again. 2 out of 3 years being the Sacco is a rough look, but if no one trades with him, he
Oh, he's
might not
cooked.
win a game.
He's cooked.
But people are gonna have to trade with him because this league does trade, which is nice. And I think joining Brent in the Sacco, I think Lou makes the Sacco this year
Ooh,
with
I
him.
like that.
And
I
I
like that.
think
I like that.
based off the teams, though, I think Lou has more players will be in playoff contention down the stretch. So I think Lou beats Brent and Brent becomes Sacco.
Also, I'm not gonna put Lou. I did like Lou's team. I still like Lou's team. I am on. And again, I don't know how you had Brent in the sack. Even though he has the worst team, Brent somehow is going to find a way to avoid the sack win. And
He's
he's
a good
not going to be
manager.
last place. He's going to be probably like your eighth place team. He's not going to be ninth or 10th. Eighth place team is what I got for Brent. My Sacco is going to be Reed versus. Well, I got Reed versus Ryan. Honestly,
Reed versus
Reed
Ryan.
versus Ryan with Reed being our Sacco this year.
Mr. 300 himself.
Yeah. Championship. We
All
have
right, you obviously you can't pick yourself because that's
can't pick
everyone's gonna
ourselves.
pick themselves.
Me versus Santi's obvious, but we'll keep going.
So I think for the championship game this year, again, it's pretty even. I think it's gonna be who can manage their team, make the waiver moves, and make decent trades. I know you think, I think life's about momentum, and when one thing happens, the next thing happens. Keep the good times rolling. So I think John makes our championship game coming from the Northeast region of the United States. And I know you don't like the team, but I think Hooley is somehow going to make a championship game. Don't know how it's going to happen, but somehow Hooley's going to make it.
Well, like
If it's
we'll be
not me,
making
obviously.
championship if we do like go like the first year where everybody just gives them as players. Um, I have Lou in my championship game, and I also have sometimes somehow it's hard to pick against a guy that sold his soul, but I am going to pick against them. I do have Lou, and I'm going to have I like Lou versus John. I think John's making a comeback year. I do. I think it's time for a new champion. They both haven't won a championship this
Mhm.
year. I think John's team's not great now, but I think he's going to make a move in the season that is just going to propel him to the championship game. I like Slu's team. I think he's a piece away. And if he makes that move, he will be in the championship consistently, but especially if he gets the right roster consistently.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, Lou versus John, but I do have Lou winning it this year. I do.
Yep, I have John. New England lost Tom Brady. They need someone else to step in and be the new GOAT, and I think that's going to be John.
Like Lily World Series here.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for your time today. We appreciate you coming out. Amira says bye. She's just doing her daily steps in, crawls in right now. Bev over here looking like a loser says bye as well.
Computer.
All right, y'all. Have a good season. Check out for the podcast, boys, for your weekly picks. And thanks for tuning in for year 11 of the PBL.
PBL. PBL.
Peace.
PBO. Peace.